I'm really finna drag your faves this video, girl. Hold on to your wigs!
I'm the librarian, and I came to read.
Before we really get too in-depth, I saw that huge fires were taking place in California. I know there was a mandatory evacuation that took place. 2,500 acres have been burnt the fuck up. So my thoughts are with any of you guys who are in that area or near that area. I hope that you all end up safe. I don't know, my melanin got an extra little pop in it today. I don't know, maybe it's the lighting or something. I don't know, but this color, I don't know. She looks cute on me, girl. I'm giving you you know what I mean? Collarbones. Anyway, fortheculturepodcast.com right now. Go to it right now. fortheculturepodcast.com. We came out with a new episode on Tuesday entitled House of Subpoenas. Okay, not House of Cards. You know, House of Indictments, House of Arrests. Okay, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. So head on over to fortheculturepodcast.com. As y'all know, patreon.com/AdrianExpression is where you can get the best content first. As I said, some days I'll have the video done and I'll leave it on Patreon for a whole goddamn day before I release it on YouTube. So just girls, if you want to sign up, go to patreon.com/AdrianExpression. Let's get into it. And I'm going to get to the topic that y'all want me to talk about first, girl. I'm going to get into Miss Beyonce. Girl, she was giving you hoes very much so, you know what I mean, the road to Asgard with them sparkly ass dress that she got on. She gave you hoes a snatched ass, high ass, puffy ass ponies. I was just like, girl, oh, Beyonce came out there in them 6-inch heels. She really fucking did. She just came out here tiptoeing, you know what I mean? And she said, hey girls, I just wanna let you lame ass hoes know, girl, that you racist hoes are tired. It's done. They're done. You're over with, girl. White supremacy is trash. She didn't say all that shit. That was the gay ass version. But what she ended up saying was, one of the most important sentences that she said was, racism is so much a part of our country that when we protest racism, a lot of people think that we're protesting the country. And she said, you know what, I'm proud of Colin Kaepernick, girl. I'm gonna present him with this Muhammad Ali Legacy Award. And this was at a Sports Illustrated event. I think it was very appropriate that Colin Kaepernick got this Muhammad Ali. I think it's appropriate that the award was named after Muhammad Ali in the first place because a lot of white people started liking Muhammad Ali when he could no longer express himself. And it's just like, girl, y'all seem to have forgotten how he really dragged a lot of white supremacy through the goddamn dirt. I'm glad he got up there. But someone who was not glad that this shit was happening was Tomi Lahren. Now let me read this fucking tweet, okay? Because, and now I told myself, and you guys have also told me, hey, just don't give too much attention to Tomi Lahren's ass. You know, it's not worth it. But this particular tweet really hit a spot. Now, what she said is, police-hating Beyonce presents police and America-hating Kaep, that she gave him a nickname, I guess. And that's why I'm gonna keep calling your ass Tammy the tired-ass Tonka truck. Okay? She gave him a nickname. She said, police-hating Beyonce presents police and America-hating Kaep with a legacy award. Legacy is in quotations. Wow, this is how far we've fallen. And it's just like you said that these people are America-hating, and Beyonce literally went up there in a speech and said, girl, people confuse us hating racism with us hating the fucking country. Here you are proving her goddamn point. Let me tell you something, Tommy Cottage Cheese Lahren, okay? If I see your glue stick shaped head ass, your cheese stick built ass, you know what I mean? You're constructed like deteriorating ass fucking caviar in the face, so you literally have bigger fish to fry, okay? You need to keep the queen's name out your mouth. You need to maybe place something inside your mouth that will prevent it from opening so I don't have to hear any of the dumb shit that you're saying, okay? It's really discouraging to me that I've offered you so many seats. I've even offered you a place to lay, and that's outside of maybe a sociology classroom so you can learn something, even if the teacher has to step over your ass to get into her office, and you're just not taking any of the suggestions that I've offered. It seems like you want your voice to be heard forever, you know what I mean, to infinity and beyond. And if we're talking about Buzz Lightyear, this is the villain from that show that you're constructed like, okay? So have a goddamn seat and stop opening your pus-drenched lips, if that's what you want to call them. I wanted to really quickly talk about this cake shop case that has been heard by the Supreme Court. I guess they're gonna spend X amount of days deliberating before their final decision. But if you don't remember this specific case, a gay couple wanted a cake made for their wedding, and this fucking shop said, girl, no ma'am, we can't do that shit for gay couples because we just don't believe in that shit. And so now the girls were like, girl, that is discrimination, and they dragged their ass and clocked their ass. The shop was like, girl, no man, we're taking this shit to the Supreme Court and we're gonna try and see what the tea is. And so this kind of gets into dangerous ass territory because it's just like, yes, girl, you could practice your religious beliefs. Yes, girl, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But when it comes on to infringing on others' rights, or when you're teetering into discrimination, it's just like, okay, sis, we gotta really examine the fuck out of this. And that's what the Supreme Court is over here doing. Now, if you girls are talking about, well, oh my God, they shouldn't have to create that shit if they don't want to for this gay couple. And it's just like, okay, well, girl, they're gonna start coming up with reasons because they did this shit before and they used the Bible to do it. They're gonna start coming up with reasons why they shouldn't have to serve fucking black people or minorities. They did this shit. They used the Bible and Christianity to defend slavery. Okay, so if they did that shit before, they can find a way to do that shit again, girl. And that's the slippery slope that a lot of people are afraid of. Like, girl, if you start with this and it's already bad enough as it is, you can extend that shit to other things. And so this is what the Supreme Court is trying to prevent. And it's so crazy because I've had experience with hardcore ass, bigoted ass Christians like this, and their logic makes no fucking sense because they're using this shit like, oh girl, you're sinning and it's abomination, so I can't do X, Y, and Z for you. And it's just like, girl, the only reason you know they're sinning is because you can see that they're both their asses the same goddamn sex. You don't put in a questionnaire for every straight couple that comes in your motherfucking shop talking about, girl, did you steal today? Did you lie today? Are you wearing clothing with mixed fabrics? Are you eating shellfish? You don't give no fucking questionnaire to these hoes to figure out what they're sinning. If the basis of your Bible is that everybody fucking sins, it's just like, girl, what are you talking about? And no sin is greater than the other, but bitch, y'all single out gays, y'all single out people who have babies out of wedlock, y'all single out certain things. So I know exactly how these bigoted ass Christians think. I know exactly how they are. The logic makes no sense there. A lot of times they're just hypocrites, okay? But besides that, the Supreme Court has to make sure that no rights are being infringed upon and make sure this shit is not a slippery slope. So it would be interesting to see what their final decision will be on this. Okay, and speaking of bigoted ass Christian people, speaking of people who use religion as a weapon, we have, what's his name? Ralph Shorty, this Oklahoma senator, girl. I mean, I'm talking about, he was giving, let me tell you what he was giving us, girl. He was giving us very much so anti-LGBT laws, bam, you know what I mean? Fighting against trans realness, you know what I mean? The usual Republican bullshit, just anti-progress in general. And tell me why after all that anti-LGBT bullshit, after fighting trans rights and shit, after all that shit, you're going to be found, Mr. Ralph, in a tired ass motel room with a 17-year-old fucking boy getting high with his ass, condoms and shit everywhere. It's just like, it's really kills me to see how these people's hypocrisy bites them in the ass. You're over here trying to drag me for living in my truth, slaying in my identity, having consensual interactions with men that are of age. But y'all are out here doing all types of crazy shit. Apparently he is now facing, what is it, from 10 years to life in prison, girl? You obviously had other shit to be worried about than if I like to play with booty hole. It's just like, the police were just like, girl, this shit is really fucked up. They had the body cam recording of the interaction going down, like, girl, this shit is fucked up, girl. He was just like, these young ass boys, you over here manipulating this shit, just using your position of power and thinking that you can get away with anything you want, girl. Y'all come after my gay ass and my gay ass community, and especially trans people, y'all come after them. But if we looked in your motherfucking closet, literally, if we looked into your secrets, sis, it would just explain a lot. It would explain why you're projecting your insecurities on other people so much so that you want to write laws that make their lives even more difficult than it already is, girl. Ralph Shorty, you're gonna be removed from here shortly. And since we're already speaking about politics, let's just dive into it. Like I said, like the Trump family is just diving into hot water, okay? First of all, let's talk about the fact that after Donald Trump endorsed Roy Moore, the RNC reinstated their fucking support of his ass. And it's garbage, okay? So you got a pedophile. Then next, what do we have? A fucking white supremacist. We got Steve Bannon over here campaigning with and for his ass. With and for Roy Moore's ass. Now, let me tell you something. When fucking re-election comes up and these whole seats are up in the fucking air, it's just like, girl, the GOP will be remembered. And the fact that we call their ass the GOP anyway is a fucking rebranding from Republican. So that's already bad. So now you gotta rebrand GOP again, bitch, because you hoes will be the party of pedophiles and white supremacists. So it's just like, girl, what the hell is going on? But Trump wants Roy Moore in that position so he can pass some shit. Like, girl, Trump hasn't passed a lot of shit since he got in that bitch. So he's desperate at this motherfucking point. And that's not even the only area of his life in which he's desperate. He's gonna be really desperate after Mueller drags his fucking ass. Now let me tell you something about Mueller. Mueller ain't playing no motherfucking games, okay? Let me read this. Mueller is now investigating Trump's finances. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's the largest bank in Germany. He's asking for some receipts. Now the House Democrats did this shit already. They tried this shit already, and the bank kind of cited privacy laws and said, girl, no man, we're not giving you no goddamn information. But now, girl, they've been subpoenaed. It's really shady because apparently Kushner accepted almost $300 million in loans right before the fucking election. And so now we're looking into his finances. Now, a lot of people have said that that is Trump's red line and he does not like people looking into his fucking finances because obviously they're going to find something. So we're going to see his ass act out even more. We're going to see his ass orchestrate all types of bullshit ass tragedies and events in order for us to take our eyes off of this situation. I want you all to know, no matter what fucking happens, keep your eyes focused. Deal with the issues as they come up, but keep your eyes focused on the real big ass fucking dangerous ass issue at hand, and that's the fucking Oompa Loompa in the White House. We gotta get his ass out of here. So no matter how he tries to distract our asses, we got to get his ass out of here. Trump Jr. is apparently in hot ass water again, bitch. I don't know how hot the water can get at this point. At this point, it's past, super past boiling point, bitch. The shit almost has completely evaporated. Donald Trump Jr. reached out to Russian lawyers, Russian officials for dirt on the Clinton campaign. And what that is, let me read this right now. It's called soliciting an in-kind campaign donation from a foreign nation. And that is illegal. So what Donald Trump Jr. did was ask the Russians if they had any dirt on the Clinton campaign receiving any type of illegal donations. That's what he went up there and asked for. Now, previously, Trump was asked about this meeting and he claimed that he only listened at the meeting. He didn't say anything. He didn't ask for anything. And he knew that if he said that he asked for something, that shit would be illegal. But now we have, confirmation that he did end up asking for something. That shit is fucking illegal, girl, and his wig is about to be fried, torn the fuck up, and disintegrated into fucking pieces. It's crazy how much of a hypocrite his ass is. How the fuck you gonna ask if the Clinton Foundation did anything illegal while also taking a legal route to get that answer? I don't understand how you hoes didn't think we would find that shit out. I don't understand. I guess because y'all are not, experienced in politics. Like, girl, cover your paper trail. I don't understand. I mean, emails just blatant as fuck. Don't even talk in code. I mean, the shit is right there. Emails, phone calls. Like, y'all don't know y'all are being fucking taped. They can pull them records. Like, I don't understand. Why don't y'all meet in person, talk about the shit? Y'all setting up meetings shit. Yeah, I'd like to meet with that specific Russian executive about this specific issue. And girl, do you have any dirt on Clinton too? Okay, what's the like y'all spell the shit out in the emails and shit. Like, girl, not even no type of Morse code. Not even, like, you know what I mean? Sup, bitch, rookie mistakes. But girl, I'm glad they're gonna put your ass behind the motherfucking bars underneath cell block D, and D stands for dumped right the fuck up out of the White House, okay? Tommy, finding your intelligence is like somebody trying to find my gay ass a wife. Just ain't gonna happen. Have a good goddamn evening.